The government's chief scientific advisor, Sir Patrick Vallance, says there's no reason to change the working from home advice, despite the Prime Minister earlier this week urging people to go back to their workplace if they can safely. Tonight, the city of Leicester was told that some of its local lockdown restrictions are being eased, but they won't be fully lifted just yet, as pubs and restaurants remain closed. Leicester has the highest number of cases in the UK. Our health editor, Hugh Pym, reports.
Volunteers going door to door in Leicester with coronavirus home test kits. Part of the drive to curb the spread of the virus. And today it's been announced that some of the extra measures imposed on the city 2 weeks ago will be lifted.
We're now in a position to relax some, but not all, of the restrictions that were in place. So, from the 24th of July, we'll be removing the restrictions on schools and early years childcare, and taking a more targeted approach to the restrictions on non-essential retail.
There were celebrations in Glenfield after the announcement, one of the communities just outside Leicester, freed from all the locally imposed restrictions, as the overall area covered is reduced.
I need to get some normality back in my life. It's been a long 4 months.
It's absolutely wonderful. It's just brilliant that we're out. Fantastic.
It's a relief too for Leicester companies like this one. Julie runs a garage which also does vehicle rental. She says trade had been picking up, but then the new measures were imposed and she's still concerned about the effect on her business customers.
It felt we were improving, we were moving forward. When the second lockdown was then requested, you just felt that we're going to go right back to square one again. So to me, it was really worrying. You know, you've just got everything back in place.
The impact of recent restrictions in Leicester has been all too clear here in the city centre. It's extremely quiet, with pubs, restaurants, bars and non-essential shops remaining closed when they're open in other areas of England. The top 10 highest UK infection rates are all in England and Wales. Leicester still has the largest, with nearly 102 cases per 100,000 people last week, but that was down just over 26 on the previous week. Rochdale, Kirklees and Wrexham also saw falls in infection rates. There were increases in Bradford, Luton, Peterborough and Calderdale, with the biggest over the week coming in Blackburn with Darwin and Herefordshire.
I'm going to take this off because I can see that we're actually well separated here by 2 metres.
And today the government's chief scientific advisor argued that there were still significant concerns.
It's very difficult to know exactly where we stand at the moment. It's clear that the outcome has not been good in the UK. I think we can be absolutely clear about that. It's also clear that you can see a band of countries that have done less well.
And he said he saw no reason to change the guidance on working from home.
Of the various distancing measures, working from home for many companies remains a perfectly good option.
Sir Patrick went on to say the virus may well come back in different waves in future years, a reminder that lockdown restrictions of some sort may be in place for a while. For now, some tighter rules, including pub closures, are still in force here. Hugh Pym, BBC News, Leicester.